I know you're a big fan of how Kenyon Martin is playing this year. Tell me what's different for him. And I ask this, Frank, because when you look at the numbers, people will not see improvement. His field goal percentage and his 3-point percentage are down. All of his per 36 stats are about the same. I mean, there's a slight deviation. Some are a little less, some are a little more. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing a player that is just growing in confidence, similar to Garuba, but he's never really lacked confidence. But the thing that he does well, it's not going to pop up on the box scores because he is what those glue guys. He's a role player. Most of those guys that do that type of job that are just ultimate team players, they don't really have stats to show that in the traditional box score. But what I can see is that when he's on the court, we're winning games. You could look at all the lineups that the Rockets have. When KJ is on that lineup, it's a positive. Plus 13, plus 23, plus 5, plus 41, plus 3.6. So everything, and we talk about the group of being a minus 1.3. KJ is a minus 0.2. So he's a net neutral on the worst team in the NBA, to me, which speaks volumes to the type of impact he has on positive basketball, whether it's the weak side rim protection, transition, which is so undervalued, and our team that is one of the worst transition scoring teams in the league. He instantly improves that. I think last year he was number one on the team for sure in transition. I think it was number two behind Eric Gordon. But the pace that he plays with, he's also one of those guys that can help rebound. He is a great screen and roller, and he has a really nice technique with his rolling because he gets out of the screen really fast. And he is a real lob threat, so the defense has to respect it. And it adds a different vertical element to our team that a lot of guys, I don't think anybody else except Bruno Fernando has. He's also one of our best driving kickers, which is an indictment on our backcourt, but that KJ Martin is the best driving kicker on the team. But that he gets feet in the paint. He's able to kick out to shooters, and his shooting is pretty steady. He's been hovering around 36, 37% his whole career, and that's real. That's his shot. And it seems this year he's able to hit them with more consistency, even though he has stretches where he doesn't. And the defense is there. He can guard smalls. He can guard bigs, not as good as he guards the smaller guys. The talk of trading him or picking Tate over him was always silly to me because Tate is almost 30. And people always forget that KJ Martin is only 21 years old. And I hope that this kind of shows them that, this is a guy that you might want to keep around and see what he turns into in the future.
You're listening to Houston Sports Talk.